Yeah, I think. I like Good to Go.
You like Good to Go?
It's better than.
Not Good to Go?
Yep.
Welcome to episode...
Turn me up in my headphones.
Turn you up a little bit?
Yeah, let's see if I.
Episode...
Oh, there you go. Okay, cool.
41 of Menace and the Man.
All right.
How was your weekend, Dennis?
Pretty good. A family friend got hitched this past weekend, so I went up to Saugerties. We call it S-Town.
S-Town.
Yep.
I like S-Town. Sounds like my kind of place.
You've been there.
I know, but it's not my kind of place, but I like the, my name begins with an S, so I was like, S-Town.
Oh.
That place sounds great.
So if a girl's like, I'm going to S-Town tonight.
Mm-hmm. It might be these nuts that she's going all up into.
What? Yeah, so,
I liked Saugerties, though. Saugerties was nice.
Yeah, the whole family was invited, but the wedding was in Lake George.
Lake
At
George?
Lake George, yeah. Have you ever been?
No, I have not.
Lake George it's pretty cool. It could be more updated. I think it's a little, but I think that's part of it.
I felt that way a little bit about Saugerties, like it could be a little updated.
What do you mean? That like partition bar is pretty cool, and the outside bar Stella. What do you mean?
The one down the hill was all right.
Yeah.
But the crowd, like it was like.
They're.
Yeah, what it seemed like was there wasn't a spot for millennials, if you will. 21.
Well, the thing is, going back home, it's I don't really know too many people because it is like a much younger crowd.
I saw that one thing you posted, second most famous people from Saugerties. I consider you the second most famous person from Saugerties, right behind Jimmy Fallon.
Yep.
That motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's got you by a few million, I think.
Jimmy, get on the show, dude. Let's talk a little S-Town.
Yeah, we want Jimmy Fallon on Menace and the Man. That might be the move, actually, too, because you could be like, hey, we want to talk about how Saugerties and blah, blah, blah. Talk some of that kind of shit.
I just got a new cameo request.
Did you?
Just now.
Nice.
For East Greenbush. Hey, saw you at Journeyman Wrestling a while back. Can you plug our gym? Lions Den Martial Arts and Fitness. Located on Market 32 Plaza in East Greenbush. We have BJJ, Muay Thai, and MMA. Great classes for kids and adults. Would love to have you in. Well,
before you go into your cameo, let's call Andrea Lee and we'll do like a 6-minute
Yeah.
or 15-minute.
Yeah, whatever she wants to do.
Well, she hasn't responded to my text, so I'm going to just try calling her. You know how that game is. Ooh, I didn't like that noise.
Me neither.
All right, let's see what happens. Do you know who Andrea Lee is?
I don't. Is she a reporter?
No, she's the blonde-haired girl.
Your call has been.
The blonde-haired chick who wears the cowboy hat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was going to come on at 5, but it took me a few more minutes to set up.
But 17 minutes late.
Well, no, I texted her like 10 minutes ago, but she hasn't answered.
So 7 minutes late.
Yep. But time difference, I'm sure, is going to be that issue. I spoke to her manager, and she's usually training at this time. But she had some time for us, and we're going to talk to Devin Clark a little bit. He's a UFC guy. He has the same mental coach as you.
Oh.
Caleb
Rogers.
The Mental Sensei.
Yeah, we're going to have him on next week, right?
Next week.
Yeah.
We were going to have a few other Mental Sensei students on. Is that what he would call you guys, Mental Sensei students?
I don't think he's going that route. He's a mental coach. Mental coach. He doesn't even go to the route of like sports psychologist because he doesn't have his degree in it, I don't think. So he's not trying to say something that he isn't. But I can tell you firsthand,
the guy's good.
He's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like he's working with a nice little roster of fighters.
Yeah.
We were going to get a few on the show. we'll talk to Devin about that in a little bit.
Can I finish my cameo plug?
Yes, I guess we'll go to the cameo because
So-
Andrea Lee is ghosting us at the moment.
Yeah. So you could go. It's an app. It's called Cameo, and you can request for you leave a little note on what you want them to say and who it's to or whatever. So if you guys want a cameo from the Menace or the Menace and the Man, just request us and we'll say pretty much whatever you want.
Anything.
So the thing is I don't think I am that cool. I think I'm pretty cool, but I don't think I'm that cool where you have to pay me $80 to leave a 1 minute video message that takes 1 minute,
Bullshit. You think you're pretty cool. I've seen you in action.
Yeah, but to take some people request $80, some people $200.
Oh, you're saying some cameos are way more expensive. Yeah.
Well,
I've
depending
seen that.
on, because you can request that. So when Cameo hit me up to do it, it was $15 was my rate
Okay.
per Cameo.
And you felt bad about that 50.
Yeah, so I took it down to $10.
And you've gotten a good amount of cameos, right?
Yeah.
But now you're one
Well,
of the...
I do mental preps. I'll make fun of everybody, whatever.
Yeah, I've heard you give a kid a talk to before a fight.
Yeah.
Some career
So let's
advice.
We're gonna go live with this one right here.
Chris D'Elia's cameo is $50K. Bullshit. Is it really?
Could be.
That's insane.
Yeah, but no one's paying it.
Some people might. He's pretty big.
I'm going. Yo, what up, East Greenbush? This is the Menace right here. That's the Man.
East Greenbush.
You guys are live right now. I'm doing this cameo live on Menace and the Man. So yeah, I used to go to Journeyman Wrestling Club. That's the first wrestling club I've ever gone to. We'll have on Frank Popolizio in the future. He does some really big things over there. And I'm going to plug your guys' gym, the Lions Den Martial Arts and Fitness. It's located at Market Street, 32 Plaza, East Greenbush. They've got Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, and MMA. Great classes for kids and adults. Get down there. I'm going to come through sometime. All right, bye.
Boom.
So that's it.
As simple
I
as
just
that.
made $10.
Christoph Jocko just texted me. He's at Universal Studios, actually.
Who just texted you?
Christoph Jocko. He's another one of the Mental Sensei's
Oh, okay.
guys, if you will.
Really?
He just won at a recent UFC event. I forget who he beat, but he's I don't know what he is, but he obviously has a Polish or Russian name, but I think he's Americanized.
All right.
But I think we'll try him for tomorrow because I don't want to, when you're at Universal Studios, you don't want to be phoning in interviews, do you?
I mean, the lines can be pretty hectic.
Yeah. Okay.
If you're in line and you need to kill, I haven't been to an amusement park where I had to sit in a line, Six Flags. There's hour waits.
Yeah. Very long waits.
It's
I
crazy.
actually haven't been. When's the last time you went to Orlando or Universal Studios?
Man, it's been a while. I feel like my kids are at an age here soon where I could take them.
Your kids just went, didn't they?
Yeah, they went to Universal Studios, but not with me.
Who dropped you said you need to be drunk for those cameos. More genuine and flowy. Why? He's not good sober?
Dude, what the heck? Who dropped you? And I noticed, Stan, you brought this dog again.
I brought the dog. The dog fucking jumped in my car when I went to G Fuel to grab some shit.
Do you feed that
It's
thing?
got to be someone at G Fuel's dog. No, I don't feed it. I brought it here and it ate whatever. It ate crumbs off the floor. I don't give a shit about this
There's
dog.
no crumbs on the floor at Menace HQ, my guy.
I forgot about the cleaning lady.
Yeah.
But why Jocko? Someone wrote Jocko reminds you of MGK. How so? I don't really know. I've never seen his personality too much.
Machine Gun Kelly?
Yeah. I guess he's a white dude who raps. Is that
You know who Machine Gun Kelly is?
No, I know who Machine Gun Kelly is. I don't know who Jocko is. Christoph Jocko. But we're going to talk to Devin Clark in a few.
Let's see if this dog's trained.
And then, yeah, we just wanted to try a
Get
little.
him!
No, that dog ain't
Get
coming
him!
for me.
Get him! Get him! Get him! Whoa!
She was barking right into the microphone.
This is a trained beast.
This dog won't do shit.
Stop.
This dog won't do shit. That's what I thought.
Get him, Lols. No, not me.
Would Lola ever bite anyone?
I don't know. Probably not. She's licking me.
Yeah, she's not vicious. You told me last time she got fucked up by a cat.
Dude, cats are goers. So like I was saying, I was at a wedding, so I wasn't able to watch the fights.
Man, Colby Covington looked impressive. Your boy Usman, your boy Kush got a tough fight ahead of him. Now, obviously, you know, I want to ride with Usman in that one, even though I did used to train at the American Top Team. Me and Colby have some mutual friends, but Usman's like one of your brothers, if you will, in training.
Yeah, but he's dodging my calls lately. My texts.
Is he? How many unreturned texts have you sent?
It's up there.
Is it?
I don't know. 5?
So, yes.
Like on different days?
Christoph Jocko said tomorrow night sounds perfect. So, yeah, tomorrow night could be a stat show. But, and also, you know, if we are going to stay, now that you don't have to teach, maybe we could try Aljamain at the end of his wrestling class. He was teaching the wrestling class at Law until 6:45.
Okay.
But that will be a little bit. We'll see what happens. And then Tuesdays he trains from 6 to 7:30. But then I thought even if the Great South Bay, he'd be a pretty fun guy probably to bring on that as well.
Yeah, he would love that.
And he's not in camp right now, so.
Yeah, we're thinking about doing. We might do 3 episodes for you guys this week. Tonight, tomorrow for the doubleheader, and then kind of a beer man show on Thursday at the Great South Brewery in Bayshore.
Yeah.
Do some beer tasting. So, you know, leave some comments on what you guys, some man things you guys want us to talk about, because we will.
Well, you know what? One thing we got to turn into is we got to turn into like a Bible to help some other men out, you know? Like even like when we got to get like Algerian sermon, like gurus that can be like, what can I do to get more chicks or become more attractive to women and I mean, you know, like things like that. And obviously you have the Phil route, which is very simple. Just get jacked and be tan.
Yeah.
I know that's the Menace route as well.
Or, damn, I should just invite, like, the whole Long Island, like, MMA roster. Weidman, Gian, see what's at. Just
even him. You know
throw
what it is?
shit at the wall and see if it sticks.
What it is, too, is, like, we throw shit at the wall one week, and it'll kind of stick, and then we don't follow up with it. Like, we should have got the first Weidman interview once he got Dominic Reyes. You know, he did Helwani earlier.
Right.
But it's just, like, dull.
Oh, right. He's in camp right now? Did you say?
Yeah, he started camp. Just started camp.
Okay.
But this is probably the best time to try to catch somebody is at, like, the beginning before it gets too crazy, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to talk to someone 4 weeks out.
No.
But even would be a great topic for you and him to discuss is now that he's not cutting that weight no more.
Oh, yeah.
He's walking out. I think he said he walks at like 225. So,
Really?
yeah, if you were walking at 225 and you were cutting to 185, that's fucking tough.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, that's not good.
40 pounds of not fun.
Yeah, not fun. But Colby Covington this past weekend, he set a record for the most strikes thrown in a fight.
We were pretty close to having him on the show. You gonna
re-attack that?
bark
I am.
up that tree?
But what it is the guy John. Well, like I said, Phil DeRue said it'd be better if I went a different route than the route I've been going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think does Phil Drew work with? He doesn't. Right?
No, he doesn't work with Colby. Colby does his own thing. But we know so many people and have like a reach to so many people there. We could definitely go down that road.
I don't think it's a stretch.
No, not at all.
I actually got invited from like a mutual friend to do a triathlon.
Okay.
Down in Florida, like, is it Memorial Day weekend? Is that
September 2nd?
Yeah.
Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
Memorial Day was in May.
Yeah, sorry, Labor Day weekend. And I'm like, maybe.
Maybe? You haven't been training at all.
Well, the thing was, like, they do triathlons, and I feel like I could beat them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like...
I did that once. Just thought I came home from Bermuda and was like, I could do a triathlon tomorrow. Didn't train for it, nothing.
But I think this triathlon might be like not a full one, like a sprint.
What, like a half triathlon?
Yeah, like something.
Oh, so that ain't shit.
Yeah.
I did a triathlon actually that LaFleur did a few times, and the funny story with LaFleur is, it was my 3 friends who were brothers. They would compete against the dad, and the dad would do everything. The dad would bike, the dad would run, the dad would swim, and each brother would pick one task.
Wow.
But the dad was like, that's what he did, triathlons. So fucking one year, one of the brothers didn't go, so LaFleur took one of their places. And every year the dad fucking smoked his kids. And then the year LaFleur was there, LaFleur fucking on the run.
Oh, okay.
Because he's like obviously a fucking professional athlete. But I think this was even before he was a professional athlete, or maybe he had just started fighting MMA. And the dad like smoked the one son on the bike, smoked the other son on the swim, and then LaFleur like fucking lapped the dad enough on the run that they wound up winning.
Damn.
Yeah. He's a ringer, I guess. One of those type of people you bring in.
Yeah, I mean,
but then he hates running. Yeah, he's not like that type of.
I would never lose to my father.
Their dad was like a triathlete.
I don't care.
Yeah, you're different.
If my dad, if that's what he did, I would still make sure I could beat him.
Yeah, you're a professional athlete mind state, though. These are 3 average Joes going against their dad, who's like, probably not have any quit in him. The dad wrestled and shit.
Damn.
Well, I mean, I think 2 of the sons wrestled, but they didn't wrestle like high level. I think the dad like wrestled in college and shit, so he was a fucking athlete. But who challenged you down in Florida?
Fucking.
Did your brain just stop working?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you gonna take them up on the challenge?
Nah.
No. Why not?
I don't know.
I thought you usually like challenges.
Cause I have to fly down there and shit like that. Like you gotta pay me to do those kinds of things.
Yeah. But I mean, what if is there a prize for it?
Maybe I'll see if some sponsors will pay for it.
Yeah. Just to get you out there.
Yeah.
They might be down for that. So what else is going on in Menace's life? Wedding this weekend. You missed the fights.
Yeah. And then
it seemed I saw like a few stories on Instagram. It seemed like it was a shit show. The wedding.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Jay.
Oh. Yeah, we
you just looked at me like, wait, was I posting shit? No,
yeah, I was like, I only posted one picture.
No, Jay
no, we drank a bunch of beers.
Yeah, got wasted. That's always fun.
Yeah.
And now
How was your weekend, Stan?
My weekend was pretty good. Wasn't bad.
You have anything spicy?
Define spicy.
Anyone's definition of spicy?
Nah, everyone's got all different definitions of spicy.
All right, so did you do anal? Like, what do you mean?
Did I do anal? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
No anal this weekend. Maybe a finger in the butthole, but no.
Whoa.
No anal.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right.
You know how I get down. I'm a sick fuck. I like to really turn them out in the bedroom. I'm into that type of shit.
Turn the what?
Turn them out.
Oh, turn them. I thought you said turn them out, and I was like, what does that mean?
Coming up with my own slang.
Yeah.
Nah. But I had a good weekend. I can't complain. I watched the fights. You know me. I love watching fights. Kind of my life revolves around watching fights.
Yeah. You're just like, man, if I was only so cool.
If I was only so cool, what?
Yeah, where I could like really do that for a living.
Yep. If I was only so cool.
Be a superstar.
Yep. Big fan.
Where do you think you went wrong in your life, Stan? Why you're not in the UFC?
Injuries. Just shit getting in the way. Life gets in the way. That's all that happened.
So it's not your fault.
No, it is my fault. What do you mean? Yeah. I let things deter me. Injuries. Injuries you can't really control.
Well,
but
you could just train smarter.
Yeah. But I had.
How many times did you stretch before you trained?
But the real injuries that affected me were staph infections. That's what would fuck me
Well,
up.
just take a shower.
I would take ridiculous amount of showers. I just have dry skin and I have eczema, so I was a higher probability of catching it, according to my dermatologist.
Nah, he dirty.
No, not at all, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, a funny thing back in the day, people would be like, "You don't even train. You're never in any of the photos." Because after every pro class, I would leave and go home and shower.
What are you showering with?
tea tree oil soap. Some good shit. I used to use,
Hey, obviously it's not that good, Stan.
I've tried Defense soap. I tried everything, but fucking it always didn't work. You know, and I would always wind up getting some type of staph infection.
I've gotten staph a couple times. One of the dermatologists was having me take a bleach bath.
I took bleach baths. I did all that shit. I spent thousands, tens of thousands in medical bills and going to infectious disease specialists and all types of shit. And they were like, we really don't know. Like, staph infection is one of those things that they really don't know much about. As far as, like, how you actually get it and whatnot. Because you could be clean right after training and still get a staph infection.
Well, so there's stupid things that you can do. Like, for example, like staph can live in your nose pretty well.
That's where it lives.
So let's say you rub your nose and then fucking rub the rest of your body.
Scratch your skin, yeah.
Yeah, bang.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah.
So you're always picking your nose.
No.
Yep.
I'm not a nose picker.
Or like even like I think so. For example, the dermatologist I had me putting like a cream inside my nostrils, in my belly button, and also in my 2-hole.
Ooh, I never went for the 2-hole.
I was like, this is weird.
Yeah.
This is really weird. Like a little bit of like cream on my 2-hole.
I used to put cream. My infectious disease doctor told me to put cream under. First off, she told me to wash all of my training gear. Throw most of my training gear out, and then the training gear that I was keeping to wash in a pool. Bleach, chlorine.
Okay.
And like, you know, that, my clothes, all the whole nine. All my sheets and shit. At one point, I threw out all my sheets. Threw out a bunch of clothes. I went around my apartment and like fucking crazy anally washed like every doorknob, like disinfected every single thing that I might potentially touch. My phone, my remote, every single thing. And I got staph like 3 weeks later. And I was like, you fucking bitch. Like, you don't know shit about this shit. And then the more that I researched it, it's unpredictable. And then once you've had it once, you're more susceptible to it.
Yeah.
And I was so that's also a thing too.
All right, hang on. I got a question for you.
This is a good one for you. I also found out that some people are all cultured differently. So some people have like a higher tolerance, like anything. So like I'm training on the regular with like you, Depot, LaFleur. Like LaFleur and Depot are like two of the most cultured people probably because they like live in a gym. They own a gym. Depot, forget about it. Depot's got like the old school. Me and my friend Space always joke about it. He's got like the old school Henzo worm. So, like, all the guys who trained at, like, Henzo's gym or, like, that time period, like, started in, like, the 90s or, like, the early 2000s, they all caught, like, fucking this strain of MRSA. Like, Matt Serra probably doesn't get MRSA. He's got that old school Henzo bug. Like, all these guys just they didn't know anything about it. Like, I used to train in the dirtiest of gyms. Like, I used to train in a gym with, like, dog shit and fucking dirt and, like, in a barn. Like, never had any problems until I came to Long Island MMA. And it was because, obviously, my immune system wasn't up to par, but I was just surrounded by...
Hang on. Would you say you burn the candle from both ends?
In my life, yes. Yeah, of course. My immune system is probably also part of the
So it's your fucking fault.
Yeah, I didn't say it wasn't my fault. What are you talking about?
Well, you're like, there's nothing you can do about it.
No, but I'm saying, even the times when I would get healthy...
You didn't take care of your damn self.
No, even when I would take care of myself.
You ate like an asshole.
Even when I would take care of
You ate like
myself.
an asshole.
I did.
You fucking would train and party and, like... It's got to be one or the other.
What's got to be one or the other?
You can't party and then come and train and then party, like...
Okay, but I wasn't, like, partying every day. I would party on
but
weekends.
enough.
I'm a weekend warrior. Yeah. But even...
And then twice during the week.
Well, part of what it is, like, that's the final diagnosis that I came to with an infectious disease doctor was that I have eczema.
I will tell you, though, probably diet alone would probably solve it.
Possibly.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I know that there's some craziness out there with diet, and, like, if you eat a certain way, it could be, like, fucking a whole different reaction of your immune system and the way your body breaks things down, like diseases and possible infections and
like,
shit.
I'm no scientist, I'm not, but if you eat like a fucking complete, like, strict animal, I don't think you can get cancer.
I don't know. I know some healthy people that have gotten cancer, but yeah, there are foods and stuff.
Well,
that they
hang on.
say.
I'm talking about, like, religiously on salads and all, you know what I mean?
Oh, now
Don't drink.
All right, so now Andrea Lee just texted me back. Yeah, she's good. Y'all calling me. So should we go Devin Clark or Andrea Lee? Andrea Lee's got the bigger name.
Yeah, Andrea Lee.
And then what? Just push Devin Clark back?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll just do it in the order we had it. You ninny? Who did Andrea Lee beat? I know she beat one of my homies.
Ashley.
Right, Ashley Evans Smith, right?
Okay. Let's try Andrea Lee. Let's see what she was doing that she's showing up late to Menace.
Yeah, I'm like, yep, she's
on your shit list?
Yeah.
Huh? But yeah, I'm a big fan of her. She's the blonde-haired chick who wears the cowboy hat.
Yeah.
So you know a little bit about her?
No, yeah, she's got a good signature for herself.
No interactions with her?
Negative. I don't think so, at least.
Okay, let's try her out. Oh, Andrea. Can you hear me now? Hold on. Little technical difficulties.
Jesus Christmas.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, could you hear me the whole time?
I can hear. No, I couldn't hear you the whole time.
How about now?
I can hear y'all now.
And now?
Yes,
All
I
right.
can hear you both.
Dennis is just trying to be annoying.
No, don't you remember
Oh,
that?
okay.
That what was that?
Verizon.
Verizon.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Yeah. Can you hear
Yeah.
me now?
All right. Oh,
So
that's fine.
Andrea Lee, finally welcome to Menace and the Man.
Thank you.
How are you today?
I'm good. I just left the gym, finished training, and I'm all sweaty and stuff. So headed back to the house.
So we were catching you at the end of training.
Yeah, y'all did.
Oh, all right. I thought we were catching you before training.
So I was just talking to Stan about like staff and stuff like that, and he says that's why he wasn't in the UFC is because he got staff too much. So make sure you get home and get washed up.
Shower.
Do you have any techniques to beating funk like for yourself? Have you ever gotten like ringworm or impetigo or staff or anything like that?
I mean, I've had staff. I've had ringworm. Typically staff. You know, I mean that's like I think that's the most common. You know, for gyms.
Yeah, some people don't get it though. That's the weird thing. But then some people are like, nope, I've had it a few times and it's part of my life, if you will.
Yeah.
I think like once you get it, then it's like one of those things. It's like easy to kind of get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I try to, I try to like, stay as clean as I can. I mean, I shower like multiple times a day when I'm training. But sometimes it just happens.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to explain to Dennis. But no, that's not why I said I wasn't in the UFC. That's just the question. That's the way you asked it. That's why I didn't fight professionally or make a career out of fighting. Was because of injuries, and one of the main culprits was multiple staph infections. I almost had to get my hand chopped off once.
You should have.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
Andrea, would that be like a sick pickup line for him? Like, yeah, I lost my hand like fighting a shark.
I would have to obviously change that story.
Yeah, not I lost my hand because I fucking am a dirtbag.
Well, that would just be terrible. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. And it would be, I wouldn't want that to be a pickup line for someone to pick up girls.
What if it got bit off by a lion or an alligator or something?
It would be a cool story.
But it wouldn't.
It would be.
It wouldn't float your boat. I'm not picking you up with that one.
I don't think so. No.
So born and raised in Texas, right?
Yes.
All right. So what were you doing growing up? What did they do in Texas as a kid?
In Texas as kids, I mean, we had like a lot of animals. We lived on like 12 acres of land, so we played in the fields and hide and seek and built forts. We had a lot of fun as kids. I mean, I had cousins, my brothers and and my sisters, and so we certainly didn't have iPads and stuff like the kids do nowadays. Yeah, we had Nintendo games and stuff, and we did that whenever we were inside the house. But for the most part, we were always outside playing, swimming, like chasing each other, roughhousing,
Yeah, you lucked
catching
out.
lizards and stuff.
You just made the 80s. I see you were born in 89. If you were born in 90
Yeah.
or 92, then you got a whole different attitude, mind state.
Yeah. No, I had a lot of fun as a kid, man. I cannot complain. I didn't grow up rich or anything, but at least
Same.
we lived it. I can't complain. Like I wish my daughter lived the way that I did growing up.
Horses? Did you have horses growing up?
No, I did not. We had goats.
Okay.
So I actually would rope goats and would try to ride them because I always wanted. My mom grew up with horses. She used to barrel race and stuff. And
Oh, dope.
I always thought it would be cool, because my mom did it. I would have liked to do it. So I started trying to ride my goats.
You didn't have the fainting goats, did you?
No.
I had a buddy that
No.
had fainting goats, and if you run at them, they do just that. It's really funny.
Yeah.
They get scared and just shut
And
off.
just lock up and just take a nosedive.
I know, people are so mean. They like to laugh at the expense of
Ugh.
Poor goats.
Now,
others.
I
Poor
think
goats.
you can actually scare those goats too much, where you can almost kill them too.
Really?
Like I think you can really, or if you keep scaring them over and over and over again, they're just like, no, enough, heart, give out.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
But that's also like Darwinism at its finest, I guess. But I guess you're being an asshole and scaring it. But if you can't make it through,
Well, hang on. Well, I went over to my buddy's house, and he's like, yeah, dude, I have fainting up. I was like, no way. And then I tried it, and sure enough, it worked. And I was like, wow, amazing. And he was like, all right, enough. I was like, dude, I've never. Fine.
You're like, this is so much fun, though.
So
All you gotta do is clap your hands or something and it just falls over.
Yeah. Any four-whelers, motorcycles, dirt bikes?
Yes.
Ooh, here we go. Especially if
you
you're on
for
12
bringing those up.
acres.
Yeah, we had 4-wheelers, we had go-karts. We had this red go-kart that we used to we had multiple go-karts, but
Was it a Honda Odyssey?
Man, I don't know, really.
Like where the
I just remember it
the
being
gas was on the steering wheel? Like it was a trigger on the steering wheel?
The gas on the steering wheel?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
On the Honda Odyssey, the gas is on the steering wheel. It's a trigger on the steering wheel. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
I don't remember. It was so long ago. We wrecked it so many times. I do remember that. As far as gas being on the steering wheel, I don't remember that. I was pretty young. But we did have multiple, and then we crashed them all.
Any
had
bad
so much
injuries?
fun with it.
Any accidents? Crazy accidents?
No crazy accidents. I did have accidents, but none life-threatening. But there were times when, we're playing cops and robbers, and we're I remember the time the sun was going down, it was getting dark, and my papa had he had gardens, and he had grapevines and muscadine vines. So there was this area where we had barbed wire fence, that was the muscadine grew on, and there was an open area next to it. And so I just remember riding my bicycle, and I was running from my cousin Paul, because he was I was the robber and he was the cop, so he was chasing me, and I ended up going right underneath the barbed wire fence. It yanked me off by my neck. I still have some barbed wire scars on my neck.
Damn.
And that didn't feel too good. And I broke my arm by riding my bike and trying to ramp gutters and stuff, and I did a big flip, broke my arm, but fell out of a treehouse because my cousin Paul was shooting at our chickens, and my stepdad at the time came out of the house, and he was yelling at us, and I was trying to get out of there because I didn't want to be caught with Paul. I didn't want to get in trouble, so I was trying to get out, and I ended up falling from 2 stories up, and whacked my head on a board and knocked me out. And
Damn.
when I came to, there was no one around. My cousin had left me.
Paul sounds like a complete asshole.
My
What the
cousin was
fuck,
gone.
Paul?
Paul is now when you took the barbed wire to the neck, did you go to did he still take you to fake prison, or you went to the hospital for real?
Fake prison? No. Well, he got my mom. My mom came out there. I asked her if I needed to go to the hospital. I kind of wanted to. I thought it would be cool, but it wasn't that bad. I had
some bad
I had
scratches.
I had tetanus, you know, I had my shots and stuff, so I
Okay.
didn't have to worry about the
Yeah.
rusty bob bar, but yeah, it didn't hit any arteries or anything like that,
Yeah.
so I was good.
Your mom kind of sounds like my dad. Like, nah, we're gonna avoid going to the hospital right now because
You
not
good.
trying to pay that bill.
Yeah.
Look, nowadays, yeah, exactly, but nowadays, you go to the hospital for like any little thing with your kids, like, or at least I mean, like, it seems like I do. Like, I don't want to get, I don't know, I just take Ainsley to the doctor. Like, I try to tell her, I'm like, Ainsley, it's gonna be okay, you know, but I mean, like, I don't know. You know.
It's all right. My sister's like that as well. My sister's like anything. She's taking him to the doctor. My sister's kind of a
Well,
hypochondriac.
I think there's up to a certain age. Like, I think within inside of a year, you're like, man, I don't want to wake up and my fucking kid be dead.
Yeah.
Because
Right,
I mean, we hear about these stories all the time where no, I just thought it was just a cough, you know, and like they're dead, and then you feel like fucking you have to live for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's awful, you know. But like my guys are 4 and 6 now. I'm like, you're fine.
Walk it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what were you dealing with? You have siblings? How many?
I have 3 brothers that I grew up. I mean, like, I have my younger brother's Jacques, 2 older brothers, Greg and Chris. I grew up really close with them. My sister Cassie, she's like 10 years older than I am. We have the same mom. I mean, different mom, same dad. Same thing with my older brothers, same dad or same mom, different dad. But I also have 2 other brothers that I didn't realize that I had until I was like 15, I think. Yeah, my mama told me. They weren't my mom's sons, they were my dad's sons. So, you know, that's kind of why I didn't know about them.
I feel like I need like a chart.
Yeah.
To keep up with all this. Like, all right,
Yeah,
this was over
so-
here on this side with this person.
Yeah,
and then the
pretty
dad.
much.
All right.
So I have 3 brothers that my mom had herself, you know, and then
Okay.
I have 3 brothers, you know, from my dad and a sister from my dad.
So how many brothers and sisters do you have? You can include the step ones as well.
5.
Okay.
Okay, that's a pretty big family.
Yeah.
Now, were you guys all living in the same house growing up?
And where? Sorry, go ahead.
No, that was my question.
Me and my brothers were not the 2 twins that I didn't grow up with, obviously, but me and my 3 other brothers were. We
And
all
then-
grew up with each
And then
other.
the age. Where are you in this? You're the middle, youngest,
Second oldest.
second oldest.
Second youngest. Second to the youngest.
So you stay.
Yeah.
Oh, second youngest.
Yeah.
Okay. So at any point in time, like, were you winning fist fights against your siblings, or you always were on the catching L's, or what?
Were we fighting?
Yeah.
We were always rough.
Or they weren't allowed to touch you.
Were they not allowed? What do you mean?
For example, like I've got 2 cousins, and the older cousin's a boy, and then my younger cousin is a girl, and like just growing up, like Anthony, if you touch her, you're gonna get your ass
no.
whooped, and Amber would just
No.
fuck him up because she knew he couldn't touch her back.
Yeah. No, we were all rough with each other. I mean, like my brother Greg, he was always kind of protective, but me and my brother Chris and my little brother Jacques, like we always kind of got into it. And then of course me and my cousins, we were all close in age, so we all kind of fought.
Paul.
That
Paul,
son
yeah.
of a bitch, Paul.
Paul, definitely Paul.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to touch my sister growing up. I would have got fucked up.
So when you scrap now, like, are all of them attending, or you know it's just too far, or how's your family with you fighting and attendance?
Oh, my family, they're all on board, you know, they're all happy for me. I mean, at first they were all a little hesitant, but I mean, they've never been the type to like tell me what I can and I can't do, you know?
Right.
I mean, they kind of, you know, they're just like, oh, like, I don't see what you see in it, you know, but, you know, it's making me happy, you know?
which
They didn't-
was probably a little bit motivating for you, no?
Yeah. I mean, now, I mean, even then, at first I was kind of like, yeah, I don't care if they don't like it. You know, like, I was going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
But then they just saw how well I took to it and how good I ended up becoming, you know. The more I trained, the more I competed, the better I got. And my dad started, at first, he's always worried about me getting hurt. And at first, he was like, I just don't know about that, Annie. He's like, I don't want you getting hurt, you know. But now it's like he's like my biggest fan. He brags on me to everybody, you know, and like he's so happy, you know. He still worries about me. I'm his little girl, but you know, he knows I'm tough.
So now you have this upcoming fight with JoJo Calderwood. Do you know that? Want to hear something funny? She's actually, I know you just got back from Hawaii. She's in Hawaii right now.
Really?
Yeah, we were talking to her manager about getting her on the show eventually, and he was like, "Oh, she's actually in Hawaii right now."
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
So I was in my head, I was like, "Man, imagine if they were like checked into the same hotel and been like, bitch, I was here first," you know?
Well, I had an Airbnb. I had a place right on the beach in the North Shore in Haleiwa, and it was so cool. It was so nice. I just absolutely enjoyed it.
How long is the flight from Texas to Hawaii?
It was about 8 hours, actually, and it wasn't so bad. That wasn't bad at all.
All right.
Yes, Menace's brother is actually from Hawaii at the moment.
Well, he's not from there. He lives there. He's in the Coast Guard.
So he's from there at the moment, like I said.
Yeah.
No, he's from New York. He lives in Hawaii.
Oh, okay. So he lives there at the moment, I should have said, instead of from there.
Idiot. You got to excuse my co-host. He'd be a little ninny-bogging.
Not the sharpest knife in the drawer, Andrea.
It's okay. Neither am I.
Yeah, so I'm in good company.
No, you just got to believe in yourself. Yeah. No, you're good.
So what do you know about JoJo Calderwood? Have you guys ever had any interactions or anything before?
I've seen her around, you know, at the Performance Institute, fight week this past, you know, a couple weeks ago in July, and I don't have any. I've always seen her on TV. You know, I've always seen her fight. I became a fan of hers when I first saw her in Invicta, fighting at 115. I was very impressed with her skills and just enjoyed watching her. You know, to me, she reminded me of Jon Jones. You know, and I'm a big fan of him, like, and his technique and everything that he does. So, you know, like the way she likes to use her elbows, I was always impressed. But I still think she's a great fighter. I'm still a fan. I'm excited to throw down with her. You know, I think that. I don't know. I feel like she's changed her style a lot since she's been working at Syndicate. So, you know, but still, she's the same too. At the same time, you know, she's a great striker.
Now, where are you training? You're training primarily out of Texas?
I'm in Louisiana. I live in Shreveport, Louisiana. You know, actually, I live in Bossier now, which is literally like next door neighbors. But I go to Lafayette. And I train with Tim Crater at Gladiator Academy, and Tim Crater's is also like Dustin Poirier's home gym too. He has a gym there at like next to Gladiators called Diamond Training Center, and so
yeah, that's what I was gonna ask, because I know you're from Texas, but then I saw that you train with Tim Crater, so I wasn't sure because I know he's in Louisiana.
Yeah. I'm born and raised in Texas, but I've moved to Louisiana, crossed the state line once I graduated, and came here because Shreveport was a little bit bigger than Atlanta and, you know, more job opportunities.
Where is the food better?
Where is the food better? Lafayette. Lafayette has some amazing food. You know, New Orleans, all that. We have great food too here in Shreveport, but really it's mostly chain restaurants. Lafayette has a lot of locally owned restaurants, and they're just, like, I haven't found a place that I haven't not liked.
Well, I guess I was talking about like Texas or Louisiana.
I would say, man, I'd have to say.
Well, it's apples and oranges, right? Because you have dope barbecue in Texas, and then in Louisiana you have like amazing Cajun food, right?
Right. It just really depends on, what you're in the mood for. Cause
I am starving now.
Yeah, I'm thinking of like gas station barbecue from Texas, some shit like that.
Gas station barbecue?
Yeah, that's what they have in Texas.
Yeah, I went to one there. That's pretty good.
It's a real thing.
Oh, you're talking about like those, I wouldn't even call it like a gas station barbecue. It's called Texas Best Barbecue, and like, it's kind of like, it's similar to like a Buc-ee's, but it's not a Buc-ee's. So like,
it's kind of like a buffet, right?
They have like it's a really nice setup. They have like these really nice like locally made like shops inside. You know, you can get like locally made like jams and like just merchandise and stuff like that. And then they have like the barbecue, the Texas Best Barbecue.
Yeah, you
so
pick
it's
like
really good. It's nice.
Yeah,
it's not like that.
You pick like 2 meats and 2 sides, right? It comes with a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And they also have like they have different types of jerkies that are like behind a glass counter, like stuff like that. So I mean, it's not like,
You're making my
like
mouth
a regular
water
gas
here.
station. It's not a regular gas station.
Yeah, you could also get a snake skin belt.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you could. And snakeskin boots, maybe.
So I was traveling cross country with my younger brother, and we would go to a rest stop, and there'd be signs for like rattlesnake, like watch out for snakes. So we went out looking for some, and we didn't find any.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like checking under rocks and like in like little sewer pipes. I was committed. There was a sign for them, like they've got to be here. So I looked pretty hard, probably for 20 minutes.
Wasn't happening though.
No.
Maybe next time.
Yeah.
All right.
Not easy to find it, like just hidden under a rock.
So how do you feel about going to Abu Dhabi for your next one?
Ooh.
I'm pretty excited about it. I'm not excited about the flight though, but other than that, I'm excited about
How
Abu
long's
Dhabi.
How long's the flight for you?
It's like a whole day. I don't know, like 20 hours. I'm hearing.
Jeez.
And now we mentioned Poirier earlier. You guys ever trained together before?
Yeah. We've worked together. It's not like we get like training sessions and like, but like a couple of times we've worked together. He's a big guy, and he's got his guys that he works with. So I mean, like really, just I've joined in some of their wrestling practices and stuff.
Well, that's pretty cool that a couple of Southerners or Louisianian. What would it be? What do you say when you're from Louisiana?
I don't know.
You classify yourself as a Texan though, no?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I'll say
So I guess in Louisiana, everybody'd be like Cajun, I guess.
a couple of
but, I mean, not
Southerners
really.
going to Abu Dhabi for some business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got Khabib and you got JoJo Calderwood.
Are you going to wear the whole getup when you get there, you think?
My cowboy hat?
No. Well, no. I mean, obviously you're going to do your thing, but no, the culture over in Abu Dhabi
The
where
burqa?
Yeah.
Is that what it's? I believe that's what it's called.
Oh, I don't know if we have to.
Oh no, you don't have to, but
Yeah.
my homie Ryan LaFleur fought there, and then afterwards him and his buddies bought them, and they were kind of doing it kind of as a joke, a little bit, but the people there weren't looking at them like, hey, it's messed up that you're trying to make fun of our culture. They were almost
Appreciative?
They were so appreciative. They thought it was so cool that they, whether it's a joke or not, they thought it was so cool that they bought them and were wearing them and kept them clean, It was pretty cool.
Mm.
Yeah, if I was going to do it, I would do it not to be joking, because I wouldn't want to, joke about someone.
Well, I mean, when you first put one on and take a picture, it would be funny for you and your friends and close friends.
Right.
That's why they did it. They weren't doing it to,
Similar to if I went to Texas and I put on a cowboy hat.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, there's that little underlying tone that it's religious is
right.
I guess why it could be bad, but
I thought about getting one and buying it just because I thought that maybe I would have to.
I don't think they're cheap. I think they're like $100 minimum.
Oh man, I don't want to pay $100.
Well, now would they take it as an insult if she put on the burqa and then put on the cowboy hat?
I don't know.
Like if she embraced,
Probably.
yeah, like if she embraced their culture, but then was like, I gotta just keep this little piece of me.
Well, also, I'm envisioning her wearing the burqa, going out to weigh-ins, and that's a lot to take off before hop on.
Even that, I mean, I'm obviously speaking maybe with a little bit of ignorance that I don't know, but
yeah, you are ignorant.
That I would be surprised that they would put a women's fight on a card in Abu Dhabi.
Nah,
because aren't women supposed to keep themselves covered in a Muslim culture?
But there in Abu Dhabi, I believe it's so westernized that that it's not they're not strict.
Yeah, she's very right in that.
Yeah.
So my buddy was telling me there's people of it's almost like a mecca it's almost like United States almost.
Abu Dhabi's
there's so many different cultures, but from all different countries. There's so many different languages there, and
all right, well, Andrea Lee, we want to appreciate you for thank you, and we appreciate you for joining us, and we want to make you a regular on the show. Let's get you back on like a week out from the fight or fight week.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, definitely.
you're going to do an interview with some other stupid journalist. They're going to ask you the same 12 questions, or you could jump on with Menace and the Man, and we'll make you laugh and ask you some dumb shit.
we'll prime you up for the next time you come on. We want to know what
I
kind
like
of
this.
we want to know what kind of guys Andrea Lee's into. We want to
Okay.
hear about some street fights growing up, and then
We want to...
if you can cook barbecue yourself.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay.
And we want to on the scene, on the ground, boots on the ground report from Abu Dhabi.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll hold all the answers to those questions for now,
okay,
and I'll save
okay.
them for later.
Shake,
Okay,
shake and bake.
If you want to grab out a pad and
Shake
scribble
it.
down some answers so you're ready, little homework assignment.
Yeah, write down the questions.
yeah.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so we appreciate you for giving us the time, and that's about it.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us, Andrea Lee.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Y'all have a good day. Okay.
Good luck with training.
Thank you. Y'all take care. Bye.
Bye. Where are you going, Dennis? All right, we'll jump into Devin Clark. Yeah, I'll take one. I guess, yeah, one of those. Throw some G Fuel in there. Man, I feel like Andrea Lee's a real dog. Great conversation. I like where we went there with her. Not much into fighting. A little bit. I just wanted to touch on that JoJo Calderwood was in Hawaii as well. I'll say 6'10" for Devin Clark. And what do you think? Should I see if Aljamain could do something at 645? I don't like when you give me those answers. I like a yes or no. When you tell me you don't care or do whatever I want, that leaves me with the indecision. And Who Dropped You said I'm actually grammatically correct right there. Where when I said from at the moment. So right now, Jaybird is from Hawaii. He's not from New York. But then again, yeah, Who Dropped You? Are you a grammar major or a geography major? You know what question I never got the answer to was the heritage nationality question. That's something we definitely need to revisit with someone a little bit more intelligent than you or I. But yeah, we got a little bit of a late start with Andrea Lee, but I wanted to get a little more time with her. We definitely had other avenues we could have went down, but I like where we kept it. We didn't ask her about her daughter, though. I wonder how old her daughter is. Yeah. But I've seen her daughter was just with her in Hawaii, so they seem like they had a good time. Are you familiar with Devin Clark at all? He's a middleweight, light heavyweight from Jackson Wink. I know he's done a lot of training with Jon Jones. Ooh, should we ask him if he knows fucking Matt Fitz? Yeah. And I guess we should ask him if he has any good Diego stories, right? What? Diego Sanchez? Mm-hmm. See if he has any good Diego stories. I'll look at Matt Fitz on. Oh, I'd love to. That's too funny though. That like, I think maybe just the way you said it. I don't know. I don't know if LaFleur really meant it to be complete satire. There's probably a little bit of respect in there. Huh? There was probably a little bit of respect. Who did it? Probably him and Eric Ott. Yeah. I remember I saw Eric Ott with the burqa. Yeah. Have you ever been to Abu Dhabi? Yeah, you're the only person I'm talking to. I'm not on the phone. All right, you do that, Menace. So what's going on, guys, in the chat? Have any of you guys ever heard of or seen Devin Clark fight? He just won over... What's that guy's name? Darko Stosic? Back in June. Man, that was a powerful stream. It's like a garden hose you're working with.
Same width. Well, no, sometimes I go to the bathroom and there's a dude, just seems like he's like letting it dribble out. I'm like, dude, what?
Push.
I'm like a sprinter when it comes to urinating.
Yeah, you're just trying to get it out of there.
I'm not I feel right. Some people like hold it back. I feel. I could get if you were trying to like let it like splash you, but
let it splash you, bro. What was it? Oh my god, hold on. Oh my god, I have to put the clip up. Like when we were talking to Liz Carmouche, you said something like we were talking. It's a great clip. We were asking Liz Carmouche about gaydar. And like how like your gaydar's off, and then you were saying how like you're like 33% gay, and then she was like your co-host might be like 50% gay, and then you were like, well, something I used to like to do is I used to like to put soap on people's heads in the shower during wrestling practice, after wrestling practice, and then we laughed at it. Then you were like, and then I used to like to pee on their leg. And we were like, what the fuck? And then you were like, well, you know what the scariest thing is? I actually missed that. Like, that would be something when we get your wrestling buddies on to be like, did Dennis pee on your leg ever?
I wouldn't do it to my college buddies. That's a lie.
So this was
that's a lie.
This was a high school thing. High school Menace was pissing on people.
Yeah.
What a sick fuck.
Yeah.
What a sick fuck.
Nowadays, isn't that like
that's assault.
Is it?
To me, that'd be assault in my book. Ooh, now we just get into this now. Devin Clark was born in 1990, so he's a borderline. Let's see what his personality's like.
Let me get a picture of this guy. I probably know who he is.
Did you know who Andrea Lee was? Or you just knew her from the cowboy hat?
The cowboy hat, yeah. She's got a great little
thing going.
Yeah.
And she's not unfortunate on the eyes. That's definitely not Devin Clark.
Nope.
Man, little does he know all these fucking weirdos come up when you Google his name. There he is. Yeah, you don't know this guy. No. All right, let's give him a call and see what's good with him.
Pretty jacked.
Yoked. I mean, you're a big dude.
Yeah, I am.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Devin Clark, welcome to Menace and the Man.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Stan the Man, Dennis the Menace Bermudez, and now we're joined by Devin Clark.
What's up?
What's that?
So how's things with you, Derek? Or Devin, I'm sorry.
Oh, what an idiot.
What's that?
He just called you Derek. Like an idiot.
Derek. Oh,
my
Devin,
gosh.
Derek.
No.
Yeah, I've gotten that a lot.
Devin, when you see him on site, fucking
leg kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep that energy.
Keep that same energy.
I love it. Where are you from, homie?
I've been doing good. Enjoying the summer.
No, where are you from? Sorry. Where are you from?
That?
Where are you from?
South Dakota, Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Okay, and you're living there and training there now?
I live here and I train here a little bit, and then for my camps I go down to Albuquerque at Jackson Wink.
Dope.
Okay. How often are you at Jackson Wink? So maybe 6-8 weeks, or are you going down there for like 3-4 weeks at a time?
Yeah, usually 6 to 8 weeks, on and off.
Okay. And you see him?
You in a relationship?
Yeah, I'm married and I have a daughter.
Oh, boring.
So it's like it's kind of hard, but we make it work.
Boring. No, I'm just kidding. Good for you, man. Good for you. How did you know she was the one? When you knocked her up, or what?
No.
Did you get married before or after the daughter?
After, but we've been together since we were 17. We're 29 now, so.
Was your daughter an accident?
I don't know if it's like accident. Well, yeah.
Yeah, hang on. My first son was an accident, but like I love him.
I mean, we didn't plan on it, but
yeah. I can't wait till he's older where I could just keep like, you're an accident. Get me a beer. No.
Well, when you get mad at him or something, you know what? You were a fucking accident. Now I'm dealing with this shit.
Nah, it's all.
He's a blessing.
Yeah,
He's a blessing.
Yeah.
Kids are. They really are.
So you've been with your wife since you're 17. How long were you guys together before you proposed to her?
Like 10 years or something.
10 years. Whoa. Was she
almost, yeah.
Did you start getting pressure from her? Like, hey, what's going on?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah. But, I was like, I want to wait until
You have
You know,
money.
I've got something on money, some, a plan.
Yeah.
Because I dropped out of junior college and just started working construction and stuff like that.
All right.
Then I started fighting, and it wasn't really going anywhere for a little bit, but then it picked up and ended up getting signed. Then I knew it was time. So.
And I'm assuming she was supportive of the fight game. Yeah.
She was. Yeah.
Because you're jacked, you're winning. She's like, oh my God, that's my man, that's my man. If you're getting your ass whooped, she'd probably be like, babe, come on.
But she's stuck with me through all of it. Fighting amateur and pro, low level pro, you're not getting paid very much.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're fighting, taking a lot of time away, and not making very much right away. So.
And how old's your daughter?
She's 5. She's about to start kindergarten.
Okay.
Here in a few weeks.
Nice, man.
Now, is she at the point where she's clueless, or she knows what her dad does for a living?
Oh, she knows what I do. She's been in the gym with me since she was a baby, so she trains a little bit. She does a little jujitsu.
Does she go to? I'm assuming she probably doesn't go to the fights.
She hasn't yet, but not because we don't want her to. Basically, the last couple have been overseas and stuff like that.
Right.
So.
Does she watch live?
She does, yeah.
Okay. Because I remember, sorry, I was fighting, was I fighting Steven Seiler? He had just had a newborn. And I was walking by his room, and I hear her, like, crying and shit like that. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Why would you do that to yourself? I don't think I was fighting him, but I think we were on the same card. I was like, man, you are a savage animal.
Yeah, well, like my daughter, she, if she's seen me lose, she's seen me get knocked out, choked out, whatever, but she's like, oh, whatever, Dad's doing what he does. And for some reason, she doesn't even worry about it. So she's like, oh, whatever.
Well, sometimes the less you know, the better. And she's at that stage right now where she doesn't really know too much.
Yeah, she doesn't think that I can get hurt, I don't think. Yeah. So
that's a lot of pressure, man. Like when these fighters bring their kids to, especially for like someone like you where you have never brought your daughter to a fight, but when she does come, I feel like that will probably, for some people it'll be like exactly what they need and they feel invincible. And for some people, I think it's extra pressure. I know I've thought about having my boys come to my fight, but I'm like,
They didn't come to any of them?
No. I don't know. I was thinking about the last one having them come, but I just need to focus on me when I'm scrapping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to be in my zone and just worry about what I got to take care of, especially if they've never been to one and then they come to one. Something's changed now for me, where, okay, I'm thinking not only, only about myself, like what are my little guys doing? This is their first time, It's a weird thing. So I just always kept them at home.
Yeah. Well, now, your last couple fights were Canada, Stockholm. You're probably hoping for that next one to be in the States, or do you like traveling to fight?
I like traveling, but it would be nice to be in the States. And I have something lined up for the fall, and it's in the States. So
go on.
I'm happy about that. No, I can't go on about that.
Listen.
This is what we do.
They haven't announced it yet, so I let them do their thing.
All right, here's the deal. I've been in the UFC for a long time. I know the drill. All right. It's gonna be leaked probably tomorrow. So right now we're live. All right.
Yeah.
There's we don't have a ton of people watching live, Yeah. So I think it should be, who'd we get to? Dominic Reyes told us who he was fighting.
No, well, we were talking to Dominic Reyes, but Blachowicz didn't accept the fight.
All right.
So So Dom Reyes had a verbal agreement in place with Blachowicz, and then Blachowicz didn't confirm on the date.
And he was doing exactly what you're doing right now. He was like, "Listen, I can't." And then
then he told you.
Then he told us.
Well, we started asking questions. We were like, "Does he have blonde hair?"
Yeah, he let us play 21 questions with him. You want to play 21 questions?
Well, you gotta. Yeah, if you guess it, then maybe I'll say yes.
All right, Stan, what do you got? Is the guy in the top 15?
No.
All right, damn.
He's
I think he's from a contender series.
Okay.
Contender series, 185, right?
205.
205. Shit.
I used to be 180. Well, one fight I was 185.
Yeah, I think I just saw that.
And how was that? That was probably a nightmare.
205.
Oh yeah, it was different. It just towards the end of the first round, stuff just changed in my body, and I got knocked out. Or got knocked down, I guess.
Well, here's what I tell people. Well, not. I think there's actually some science in it, but when you're cutting weight, right, and you're just cutting, and it's at some point the weight has to come from somewhere, and I think it starts coming from the brain.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone just at you, you're going down. You know.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That's my take on it.
Yeah, because it takes longer for the brain to recover than it does for the body. So, I think that definitely played a part in getting knocked down there. So.
How long ago did this guy fight on the Contender Series?
I think it was within a year.
Okay.
Has he made his UFC debut yet, or is his UFC debut officially going to be against you?
I think he's fought once.
Okay. Is he coming off a win or a loss?
A win.
Okay. We're getting closer. We're getting a few answers.
I'm still totally clueless.
Are you? Well, we're getting some answers. We can start working towards
I'll
something.
give you one more clue.
Okay.
He's a black guy.
He's a black guy. Okay.
He's a black guy.
Let's see.
What are you? What ethnicity are you?
I'm black and white mixed. Best of both worlds. Yeah.
Ooh. So like, is your wife white?
My wife is white. Yep.
Yeah. So that's why it's the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
So who gave you what? What do you have? A black father, a white mother?
Yep. Exactly.
Okay.
And my daughter, she turned out pretty much white. She's white. I'm only quarter, so yeah, you can go either way at that point.
Okay. We're trying to get a list up right now of Dana White Contender Series people. We like.
Shit! I gave you too much information.
You got us on like wanting to know, like we're almost like stalking you at this moment. Trying to find out some details about Devin Clark's next opponent.
But we're both like
clueless.
Yeah.
Completely clueless.
So.
Well, I gave you good clues.
Yeah.
So
if anybody home at the chat can throw in some.
So we got a black guy from the Contender Series
who has had one fight, he won, and
one or two, I'm not sure.
1 or 2 fights. So this is gonna be his second or third fight in the UFC.
Yeah.
What gym does he train out of? Do you know that?
I do not. I can't know. Oh, I don't know.
Well, hang on. I never really knew who the guys I was fighting was from, unless it was like one of the premier, like, or one of the huge gyms, like Jackson Wink or Alpha Male, or I didn't really.
Yeah.
So now, when you go to Jackson Wink, obviously your size, you'd probably be in the vicinity of working with someone like Jon Jones, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So you do work with Jon Jones?
Yeah. Yep. Last few years.
Oh, for a while. How are those rounds going?
Did he grab that girl's butt?
I wasn't there.
No, I'm joshing.
No, Dana White actually said he saw a video. Yeah.
I don't think I was there.
I mean, I was training like around that time down there, but I don't know what.
I like the party too, So sometimes I forget where I am and such. But
hey, everybody parties. I mean, especially fighters. Shit.
Not everybody. Some of them are religious, or they party too much in the past. They're retired now.
No, like I was hanging out with Ben Henderson. And right? Benson. And he doesn't drink. He made me like feel like bad about myself.
Oh wow. Yeah, I mean there are certain guys that they don't do anything. They stay clean.
Well, every time that we talk to Bilal Muhammad or Jared, I feel like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm always either high on weed or drinking, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't do anything. We eat junk food. That's our vice."
Boring.
So have you and John ever gone out partying together after some training?
Yeah.
Nice. What's your go-to drink?
During camp?
Ooh, hang on. I've got to sit like I'm on some vodka water or some vodka seltzer. If I'm inside 10 to 8 weeks.
Yep.
Maybe 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I usually Yeah, usually my thing is like 5 weeks out, I'm totally done drinking.
Yeah.
Or like, let's say I have a wedding and it's at like 4 weeks. Like I have 2 drinks. You know?
Yeah, it's it definitely slows down in camp.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like at least like 3 or 4 weeks out, I'm totally focused on the fight.
Yeah.
But like before that, I'll have Grey Goose water with some lemon.
So that's your in. Yeah. That's your in camp.
Drink.
Yeah. Outside camp drink. Anything?
That's usually about the same. Yeah. Just adding some fireball shots.
Oh, okay.
You know who doesn't take shots? Menace.
Yeah, I'm not a big shot guy.
What?
Yeah.
Not even like the girly ones?
Well, oh my God.
I mean, he'll take them, but he's hesitant.
I'm
he's
not.
Like a Vegas bomb or something?
No, like, when you, like, people go out and they have, yeah, dude, I had like 6 shots. Like, what? What?
Ugh.
I would have died.
Like, I'll have 2, and I'm like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And
2 shots is plenty.
no chance that I pay for them. Absolutely no chance that I pay for them.
Man.
Well, we're going to get to the bottom of both of the stories, but like, so, Devin, you know Tai Tuivasa?
I don't think so.
The guy who drinks shit out of a shoe.
He does a shoey.
Yeah. Actually, he's taken a drink out of my shoe before.
Wow.
At the UFC, there was a retreat a few years ago or a couple years ago.
Yeah, I was there.
Take your shoe off and drinking out of it.
Well, it was like a big party, so I don't remember a whole lot. But
when we're out with the Ferris wheels and shit and fucking
the
bago? Yeah.
Yeah, that one, yep. The Snoop Dogg concert, everybody smoked.
How about, hang on, because at the time, like, smoking weed like wasn't like allowed in the UFC. It was like
it was dicey. It was
very, and then Snoop handed a joint into the crowd.
No, the game changer was Nate Diaz after he fought Conor and being like, "Fuck this shit."
I know. But here's
at
the
this
story.
concert, though,
at this concert that UFC had just for us, Snoop Dogg. How many blunts did he have on the stage in this like one?
Some, but he rolled one, or he had one going. He lit it up, and then he handed it down, passed it down to the crowd.
Dude, bro,
and you just passed it.
You just see fighters flocking towards it.
Dude, I've never seen it. It was like when you watch these zombie movies where they like horde like over fucking. It looked like, what's that? Ground Z or whatever.
It was the cure for the zombie apocalypse.
Everybody ran over that. I was like, oh my, like, dude, there's people here from the UFC that are watching you.
Yeah, nobody cared.
I don't smoke weed, so I was like, oh, good, have fun,
What about you, Devin? You partaking in the devil's lettuce?
I do. But I'm like, I'm pretty conscious, so I'm not gonna. I wasn't one of the ones running up there, So I was sneaking it.
I mean, I would think Dana seems chill. I would think maybe he's smoked before, or he understands that it's not that bad. And then even Lorenzo, granted, I know shit about him other than what I've seen publicly, seems like the chillest dude. He seems like the type of guy who drinks a glass of whiskey, like 100-year-old age whiskey, and smokes a J. Seems like that type of dude. He's
probably a cigar guy.
Cigar guy?
But I don't know. Like some like super expensive cigar.
Yeah, Cubans or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he doesn't smoke the whole thing.
Yeah. Rich as fuck.
Yeah.
But I mean, we can do it now, accordingly, I guess, as long as you're clean during the fight or under a certain amount. So
right.
I'm happy
about that. And
I saw a thing recently that they're bringing on like a CBD sponsor, and Dana did like a press conference with Jeff Nowitzki.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Dana did a press conference with Jeff Nowitzki, and he was saying pretty much whatever Jeff Nowitzki says is gospel for our drug testing policy and whatnot. And Jeff Nowitzki is looking into all the benefits of THC and CBD, so they're bringing on like a CBD sponsor. So you might be getting a CBD package in the mail or something soon.
Well, I don't know if I will. I usually don't get the trickle down.
We have a CBD sponsor. The Menace and the Man Show has a CBD sponsor.
We do, Devin.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, I kind of work with the company right now, Crystal Creek Organics. So
okay.
Yeah,
so now
it's a pretty chill sponsorship. They just send me stuff. So
are you full spectrum? Like, are you doing CBD and THC, or just the THC aspect?
What do you mean, just the CBD aspect?
The CBD, well,
he said he smokes, so I doubt he's smoking Fake weed.
But not like, within a month. I don't.
Yeah, my manager.
Within a month of the fight, I don't.
My manager smokes just straight up CBD. I mean, there's like very little THC in it because it needs to have a little bit when you're smoking it. But
Oh,
yeah.
A
Parson
lot of it
smokes
now,
CBD?
hardly.
yeah,
Okay. I'm
But
seeing
yeah, I
more
like
and
the
more.
benefits of the CBD. You know, especially like when I'm not smoking or whatever, and just need take a little edge off, or just to have some smoke. I don't know.
And that's
But the big thing is the creams help so much. The pain
Yes.
relief creams.
I mean, you could see the evidence is there. Like CBD, it works wonders for the body. Like it's just that the scientific and medical research isn't there because it got blocked for so long.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But even I was gonna say the funniest thing is Nate Diaz, when he did smoke that CBD, he wasn't smoking CBD. He was probably smoking weed because he was getting like during the interview he was getting more and more fucked up, and they were like, "What are you smoking?" And he was like, "CBD," you know, like he just didn't want to
Yeah.
deal with it.
Yeah, I doubt it was CBD, but where were they at? Do you know?
I
Was it
believe
Vegas.
Yeah, I believe Vegas, him versus Connor.
Okay, that was before it was legal there, though.
Well, I think he just didn't even give a fuck.
Yeah, he usually.
Well, it was after the fight, so he was like, why does it matter?
Yeah, which it shouldn't really.
So now, are you a big fight fan? Do you watch all the fights, or are you just like, this is what you do and you get enough of it in the gym and your own?
Yeah, I don't really watch a whole lot of the fighting. Big fights and teammates and stuff like that, but I wouldn't call myself a fight fan.
Okay. Do you watch guys from your division?
Oh yeah, I usually, yeah.
Do you hate it?
Hey,
Oh, I hated watching guys from my division. Like I had
Really?
to do it. No, because I'm like sitting on my couch having a great time drinking cerveza, and then they start fighting. I'm like, I'm going to fight this guy one day, and then like fucking my body, I'm like, Dennis, chill, you're good, you're fine.
yeah.
And then my
get a little
body starts
adrenaline
getting
going.
my body starts getting crazy. Like I'm about to fight. I'm like, this is awful.
Okay.
Then
Yeah,
I get
I
on
mean,
Twitter.
I
I'm
can
like,
get
I'll fuck
that.
that guy up, and like, 'cause I'm drunk.
I like to watch the guys that have already fought and see how they do. That's always really interesting for me, just to see how they square up. Like we actually fought on the same card. Me and Alexander Rakic. I still don't know how to say his last name, but he fought Jimmy Manuwa and fucking killed him in Sweden.
In Sweden.
Oh, yeah, he's a beast.
Sweden.
That dude. How do you pronounce that? You said Rakic?
Rakic or Rakic, something
yeah.
like that.
Alexander
Yeah.
Rakic. Yeah, that dude's tough.
I was just like, shit, I'm glad I didn't go out like that. I got knocked out a little bit, but not like that.
Yeah. So now,
Okay.
when you lose to a guy, oh yeah, he's the guy who knocked Mano out quick. Yeah.
Yeah, right away.
Yeah, he hit him with that fancy shit.
Yeah.
Right? That was a vicious knockout. I remember that. That was actually one of those ones where you were like, ooh, you almost take a knee on that one. Did you see that
That's
one?
when that's a retirement.
I think so.
Yeah, Jimmy Mano retired after that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of those
Yeah.
type of ones. So now, we don't know who your next opponent is, but is this the type of fight that is going to a win? Your fight after this will probably be a top 15 guy?
Yeah, I think so. I think any win, or really, yeah, any win, and depending on how I perform, if it's a dominant performance, definitely top 15. And that's all I'm really lacking right now is just a dominant performance. I've grinded plenty of guys out, but getting a knockout or good submission or just completely bloodying the guy or something like that, I haven't really done that yet. So
now you come from a wrestling background?
yeah, started wrestling when I was like 7. Wrestled junior college and stuff like that. So
Okay, and you're a junior college national champ, right?
yeah, yep.
So now I see on your Wikipedia it says in 2010 you lost to Josh Marsh. Is that Joshua Marsh?
No, that's false.
Oh, it says in 2010 he lost in the semifinals to Josh Marsh.
Oh, wrestling. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Now is that the kid Joshua Marsh who spells his name Josh weird?
Maybe he's a fighter now. Yeah.
Yeah,
I believe.
Yeah, it might be. I think I'm good friends with that kid. He actually used to train at our
Okay.
gym. If it's the
Yeah.
same kid, I know there's a few Josh Marshes out there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a black kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, all right. Small world. And then yeah, he
Oh, yeah.
I think he won the national championship that year.
No.
Oh, maybe the year after or the year one of those years he won the national
Wait,
championship.
I don't. That's still not right because I think I beat him in a. It wasn't even. It was like a quarterfinals or something.
Ah, so
'Cause that
you
was the year I got fourth at nationals. I didn't wrestle him the year I won nationals, but I got fourth that year, and I had to wrestle him in like a wrestle back or something.
okay? So wrestling since you were 7. Now, when you going into your fights, you're more of like a striker when you fight, no?
I wouldn't say that. I mean, I strike as much as I need to. Um, without, yeah, it just depends on what's working that day. Last fight, my takedowns weren't. I wasn't really committing to my takedowns. I was getting good openings, but wasn't able to take him down. He was kind of a sturdy dude, and I don't know. I don't really think I planned on taking him down too much, but that was mostly striking, I guess.
So now, when you're at Jackson Wink, who are you working with? Are you working with Coach Wink? You working with Greg Jackson? You working with Izzy?
Yeah, Coach Wink, Chad Smith, and then Frank Lester. Just started working with him, and that's pretty much. And then I'll try to work with as many people as possible, but those are my main coaches.
So is Greg Jackson even working with guys anymore?
He works with a few guys. Yeah. He's slowed down a little bit, but he's still in there pretty much every day and teaches a class and stuff like that. So still learning a lot from him.
All right, so you are getting some time with him, right?
Yeah. I still get time with him, but he's just I guess not one of my regular coaches per se.
Because I was going to say, he's kind of like a mental guru and one of those type of guys, but I know you also work with Caleb, right? Caleb Rogers?
Yep. I've been with Caleb for is it 2 or 3 fights now, I believe.
Okay. Menace worked with him as well. How many fights did you work with him for?
Just the last fight.
Just the last one?
He just hopped into he slid into my DMs.
Yeah.
And he was
He's
like,
good.
"Hey
He's good at
man,
that.
like I think I have something to offer. First one's on me." And I was like, "You know what? Like fuck it. Like I'll talk to the guy at least, for free. Like, yeah, I'll do anything for free,
Yeah.
Talked to him and I was like, "Man, I don't know, it's pretty good." We worked out a little kind of like a payment plan and I worked with him and I liked his stuff. He had some good stuff.
Yeah, I like working with him. He gives me what's another person to keep me accountable. And we always set a goal for the week and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just and stuff that I've never really thought about in certain ways. It just helps me open up a little bit, and
Yeah.
because before he came around, I hadn't really, I didn't really believe in the mental coaching all that much. So, but yeah, now doing it, I love it.
So the cold showers, the mental preparation. How many weeks out from a fight do you start working with him, or do you work with him all year round?
Usually when I start training camp.
Okay.
So we'll start next week.
So what's that? 7 weeks? 6, 8?
7, 8,
Okay.
7.5. Yeah.
When you heading out to Albuquerque?
I'm going there Friday, leaving Friday, and be there for about a week and a half, and then I have to come back home. My daughter's first day of kindergarten, so got to be home for that, and then be home for a week or so, and then head back down to camp.
Oh, man, it's that tough time for all parents. Summer's about to come
Yeah.
to an end. You got to get the whole back to school thing going on, and then you got that job of dealing with your kids' schooling.
Well, I've never dealt with it before. It's kind of a big thing, sending her off to kindergarten.
Will you be sad?
Yeah. I might have to call Coach Caleb about it. I don't know.
Yeah, because you can call him on anything.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
So how does
But
Coach
yeah,
Caleb
it's,
do it?
What's that?
How does Coach Caleb do it? Is it phone call? Is it FaceTime? What's his strategy?
Like a FaceTime type deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he could do either or, but
That's why I was saying maybe FaceTime. You want to see the guy's emotion, see his energy a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that's important. Yeah. But yeah, anything I need to be coached through, stuff like that. Especially like setting up when I was supposed to fight in Russia. I had a few different opponents, and it was really mentally messed me up. It was a lot to handle. These guys pulling out and then end up not fighting, and a guy like Caleb, that's like the first guy I call. Like
Yeah.
shit, how do I get through this? Because this is, kind of, you want to freak out in some of those situations. So yeah, I feel like that goes a long ways.
Oh, for sure. Now you're a wrestler, so you probably grew up with that like tough mentality. So you probably think like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't need a mental coach. I'm not a pussy. But it's like, yeah, once you see like a lot of the guys and the top professional athletes use like a psychologist or a coach like that, it's definitely a benefit.
It's nice to have in terms of like things happen in my life, and I've got some homies I could talk to, but they're not trained. No, well, I mean, not that he's even. No, I mean, it's what he wants to do. He's passionate about it. He's open ears,
It's different.
It's like it is like confidential. You know what I'm saying? Like I can talk to you, but I'm feeling some type of way. I'm like, man, what if he tells Ryan or Chris? You know what I mean? Like, not that I think you would. Just hypothetically, like this guy doesn't know anybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's almost like you can go pour whatever you want into him. It's almost like writing into a journal and he like notes it down. So I mean, if you guys need to touch on it later, like he's like got it noted that this happened, or he might use this as fuel later on like how you overcame it. Remember you thought that world was end over?
He writes it down.
Yeah.
He might use it as blackmail later on as well, depending on what you're saying.
Wow.
Maybe like towards the person, like, oh, you said this and did this, and like Dennis was saying, that you get a refresher, like, okay, that's where my mind was at that time. In that situation, how can that help this situation or whatever?
It wouldn't be a good business move for him to blackmail.
I know.
We're all the athletes he uses are much bigger than him, and they could just totally.
It was a joke that went over your head, Menace.
It didn't go over my head.
Definitely did.
No, it didn't. I know exactly. It was a bad joke.
Okay, so bad joke.
So don't get into stand-up comedy, Stan. 'Cause you fucking suck.
Well, I have no intentions of it. Thank you.
Good.
Yeah, we like to bicker here, Devin. And see what you caused? See what you started, Devin?
Devin, I will fucking trash him for calling you Derek.
That was like fucking 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, well, hey. An elephant never forgets.
All right. How often does that happen? It has to happen at least once a month.
He's trying to make himself.
No,
he's trying to make himself feel good. Like it happens once a month, right?
Maybe like anytime I'm like training with another Derek or working with somebody that their name's Derek, and they'll usually get us confused somehow.
Yeah, it happens.
So, but maybe once a year.
Oh, once a year. That's rare. I feel like an idiot now.
Yeah, you are. You are an idiot.
You're my first this year. So
sick.
Oh man, it sucks.
Sick, Stan.
Yeah. So
hey, Stan. At least you're first at something.
Yep. Well, it'll never happen again, Devin.
Okay. No worries.
You gained 2 fans after this interview. Menace and the
thank
Man. We're now on the team.
Awesome. Good
So,
deal.
again, why don't you just drop the name? Why don't you drop his initials? Let us know who you're fighting. We'll scout some.
I would be giving it away.
The initials?
Yeah.
Dude, like no one, like.
Yeah. No one cares. No one's even listening. No one's even listening.
Well, I don't want to be that guy that's like,
Hang on. So hang on. When it actually gets leaked, we'll clip it. We'll put it on social media. We'll tag you on it. You could re-tag it. But like right now, you're good.
Yep.
But you have live, right?
Yeah, but we're live. There's not that many people in the chat right now.
Oh yeah, nobody will know.
You know what we'll do? We'll even when we release the actual podcast episode, I'll beep it.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, I'll give you another clue because I like playing games. This should give a pretty good giveaway though. And I won't really say anything, but I'll let you guess. He's got a chest tattoo.
Okay. Doesn't help.
That really narrows it down.
We don't really watch the Contender Series that often.
Well, there should be a list. I don't know.
No, there is no list. We already went down that road. There was no list.
Fine.
We'll figure it out, though, Devin.
Okay.
Slowly but surely.
And
for
everyone that listens to the podcast, they'll have like a little game to play.
Oh, there's definitely an MMA like pundit out there, like a guy who's like, oh, I know exactly who it is, but Menace and the Man have no fucking idea. Yeah. All right, do you have a date? Do you have a date for this next one?
Yeah, it's October. Yep.
Where are they sending you?
I'll give you that. I suppose
In the States.
in the States, yeah.
Ooh, you going to Boston?
No,
Where else is in October?
Bay Area.
The Bay Area?
San Francisco?
No. Cal, they're probably doing an Anaheim show, no?
Oh, yeah, they are doing Anaheim soon, right?
Is that even the Bay Area?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, that's the other thing, Devin. We're horrible with geography. We always make ourselves look so fucking
yeah.
stupid. So stupid with geography.
Well, hang on. If you said like something on the East Coast, we'd be like, all right, yeah, this.
If you said something in New York, we'd be like, yep, I know exactly where that is.
On
Yeah.
Long Island, 2 towns over. Like, yeah, we know what that is.
Yeah, you guys are horrible at these guessing games.
Yeah, we like guessing games. We like playing the
No,
same
we
way.
don't like these guessing games. We're awful at them. Nope. No
Yeah,
human
yeah.
being likes things that they're bad at. That's why I quit playing baseball when I was in 3rd grade.
Well, I was going to say, usually the games that we play, the guest just gives us more and more info. They just keep going.
I mean, if we keep guessing and doing awful, he keeps giving us clues.
He's going to get frustrated. He's like, you know
Yeah.
what, guys? This is the fucking answer. You guys are fucking stupid.
That's essentially what happened with what's his face.
With Tom Ramos.
Yeah.
Pretty much. He was like, you guys suck at this game. I'm going to help you out.
What color is his hair? Black?
Go read a fucking book.
Yeah.
So he's a black guy with a chest tattoo. That's what he
Yeah,
said,
with
right?
black hair. Yeah.
We don't know where he trains.
We don't
No.
know where he
He
trains.
may have had 1 to 2 fights in UFC.
We can narrow it down. We'll just have to look at the Contender Series.
Yeah, you guys really make a guy want to tell you too.
Because we're so dumb and you feel bad for us. We're just like,
Well, yeah, yeah.
Hang on, the thing is, you'll tell me, I'm like, I don't know.
oh yeah, Dennis has no clue who the guy is.
Yeah.
Like-
Oh, probably. Yeah, I think I heard his name a couple times before I knew I was fighting him, but
Well, that's even why I asked you earlier if you watch fighting, because then you know the guys. Like a lot of times, Dennis has no idea. Like Dennis knew of you because you work with Caleb. That was it.
Mhm.
Like he doesn't.
Yeah.
I had to give him some background. Like he trains at Jackson Wink.
Yeah, I'm a bad MMA fan.
Horrible MMA fan.
well, there's a lot of fighters now, and you are doing it every day, and,
Right.
Yes.
I see enough fighting, and it's most fans they watch it because they're just not used to that shit, but we see it every day, and it's kind of. I don't really watch football or anything either, though.
Right. Do you play video games?
Little bit.
What's your go-to?
I'm playing Red Dead Redemption
Okay.
2.
Okay. So you're on
that's-
PS4?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like my favorite game right now. So I don't really get whole. If I stick with it for like a couple years.
What'd you say? You broke up a little bit there.
I said if I find a good game, I'll stick with it for like a couple years.
Got you.
Yeah. So.
Because me and Stan play Fortnite and Black Ops 4 together, and we're awful at Fortnite. Just completely dog shit.
I've never played Fortnite.
Don't. It's a piece of shit game.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that. Didn't the guy just win like
Bro.
$3 million playing?
Yep.
Sean O'Malley came in like fucking 6th or 7th place in the
Oh, word?
in the duos. Like
Really?
I went on Fortnite when the World Championships was going on, and they had like in the bottom corner the live video of like the feed, and all of a sudden they put up the standings, and I'm like, Sean O'Malley, what the fuck is this guy? And then they put a clip on of him, and he's like all fucking with the hippie hair, and he's like, yeah, man, I'm just here playing fucking Fortnite. I got this. He had like some obviously good gamer with him,
Yeah.
and yeah, they were in the top 10 of all duos.
Wow.
Wow.
And I think he won like $100,000 or $50,000 or something like that for playing.
Damn.
That's crazy. Video games.
But he's nasty. Like when me and Menace were talking, I'm like, Menace's high kill is like 5 or 6. My high kill is like 5 or 6. He's like, yeah, I killed 17 people once. It's like, dude, there's only 100 people in the game. Yeah, he's fucking really good. He doesn't play games.
Do you play any like team games?
No, I haven't. I suppose.
Fine. I don't even want your fucking gamer tag then, dude.
Well, I don't even know what my gamer tag is.
I'm trying to squad. I'm all about squadding up.
Well, like in like Black Ops.
Yeah.
Well, if I get Black Ops, I'll definitely let you know.
Well, save your money because Modern Warfare fucking like 5 is coming out or some shit.
Oh yeah,
In October.
And what? That's going to be the new one?
Yep.
Okay.
Take my money.
Huh.
Why?
Yeah, I guess I'll check it out.
You're definitely getting that one?
I mean, very strong chance. Strong.
Well, it's the new game. You have to get it, right? Doesn't everybody like switch to playing that after?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to stick with the old ones, though. I'll stick with Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Fuck Modern Warfare.
Not if I'm like, yo, Stan, get over here. And you're
Nope,
like,
I'm good. You're not that good at Call of Duty, so it's not like you're going to take me to dubs.
who are you fucking kidding? I'm actually pretty good at Call of Duty.
Yo, he just got so angry.
Yeah,
Devin.
you're about. You're
I
about.
can hear it in
yeah,
his voice.
You're like 6 minutes away from getting headbutted. Fucking break your damn nose.
You know, something that he's got going on, Devin. He's got like Napoleon syndrome as well. He's a very angry guy.
No, I'll fuck him up.
Yeah.
Very angry guy, Menace.
Well.
0 to 100, real quick.
Well, how you're a smaller guy though, right?
I'm completely jacked to the hill. Okay.
Well, I mean, how tall are you though?
5'6" on a warm day.
5'6". Okay. Well, that's about.
He's a jacked featherweight.
Yeah. Well, that height range seems the guys seem to be a little more wired up.
Oh, and even before we let you go, we'll go here real quick because we're going to get Jessica Penne on maybe tomorrow to talk a little bit about it. But I was saying about Tai Tuivasa before, the guy who drinks shit out of a shoe. Dennis was willing to fight him over not taking a shot of alcohol.
He wanted me to take a shot. I didn't want to take a shot.
Oh, and did he take offense to it?
Yep.
He was ready to smack Dennis. He was ready to fuck Dennis up. And Dennis was like, we can go outside right now. And the guy was like, are you fucking serious?
Now, in my defense, I didn't know he was a heavyweight in the UFC. I thought he was just Tyson.
The guy?
Pedro Tyson's fucking...
He thought that he
buddy.
was Tyson Pedro's chubby friend. And Dennis was like, you know what? I'll fuck this guy up. He ain't talking shit to me today.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? At that retreat, everybody thought that. Like nobody knew he was in the UFC,
Right,
but he
because
was
had
a
he
character.
had he had a fight yet in the UFC?
No,
Right.
he had just gotten signed. Yeah.
Right. So I was like, who's it? Like, I don't know this guy. And then I watched his first fight and he fucking KO'd a guy with a flying knee. I'm like, wow, good thing I didn't go outside with him.
That was almost me in the parking lot. And then here, Devin, he didn't stop there. He then, or maybe before then, I forget, I don't know the timeline.
It was before.
He turned down a shot from Travis Brown.
No.
Oh.
No, I turned down a second shot from Travis Brown.
Okay, so you took the first one.
Yes.
Then he turned down the second shot because Jessica Penne didn't want to take it, and he was like, nah, you're doing it. Like, you're going to drink this shot. And Dennis was like, in his head, I'll fight this guy before I take this shot.
That's funny. The heavyweights picking fights over drinks, huh?
Yeah.
Well, come on, man. Like, I'm a goddamn adult. I'm a man. Like, fucking, I don't want the shot.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. Yeah.
Well,
You know, I'm not fucking 18 years old.
Yeah.
oh, when you're 18.
Nigga, I got kids.
But as you can see, Devin, he's got some a little chip on his shoulder.
No, I'll headbutt you.
Little chip on his shoulder.
That's all right. That's all right.
You're about to have a chip in your tooth.
So here, before we let Devin go, Menace, one of my favorite things to have you do is because you're as good as Caleb, or you're a level under. You're going to be a life coach one day. Give Devin some advice.
I don't have enough.
You don't have enough yet?
I don't have like enough like all right, hang on.
But it can be about anything.
All right, so Devin, how many fights have you had in the UFC?
Oh, shit, how many have I? 7, I think? 6 or 7?
Yeah, no, he's good. He's a
7?
goddamn
He's experienced enough at this point?
Well, the thing is, I like to try and give advice to fighters that are a little bit younger than me or haven't been in the UFC as long as me, but you have you're around a lot of great guys, I guess. Like, look at what people are doing wrong and don't fucking do that. That's a very good one. No, it is,
right.
though, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know, for me personally, like, when I see Jon Jones in there doing whatever, I'll just make sure I do one more fucking thing than he does every single time. No, seriously.
Yeah, I know, but and that's the thing. Guys try to do his stuff, but it's just not. it just wouldn't work. A lot of us
Well,
just wouldn't work.
I'm not. I'm saying like, let's say you know he's doing bag work, you're doing bag work. He stops at 5
yeah.
rounds. I'm doing a 6 round.
Yeah. Well,
You know?
that's.
I'm not.
He's doing
I'm not saying
something
to
or-
fight like him. I'm just. If he runs, let's say after practice he runs 2 miles, I'm running 3.
Yeah.
Just stupid
That's
little
good
shit like
advice.
that. Yeah.
Well, thank you. So you're a natural.
Thank you.
And if I would listen to some of my elders, or Dennis is my age or even a year younger than me, I listened to Dennis and Dean Thomas talk about it, and they said the one thing that they kind of regret not doing is just talk that shit. Not out of character, but just speak your mind and put yourself out there a little bit, because it seems like those are the guys that the UFC wants to reward.
Yeah. That's very true, especially if you're trying to get fucking paid and get those bigger fights, man. Because I've tried doing, especially when Connor came in, I'm like, this guy's talking shit. He's getting like, I've got more wins than this motherfucker. He's getting more bigger fights than me. This doesn't make sense to
this
me.
guy.
Yeah, so I tried doing it, and it just didn't. It just didn't go good. I don't know. It wasn't organic. So it's finding yourself in your own organic space, because everybody in the UFC is badass. You know, so it's finding like your little niche. So for me, for a minute, was cooking with the Menace.
Yeah, I watched that.
You know, that was a little thing that I did to make me stick out from other people. In my own.
He's seen Cooking with the Menace.
Yeah, I know. Everyone, more people know me for Cooking with the Menace than actually me fucking kicking people in the fucking face.
Like, oh shit, you actually fight too?
Yeah.
I thought you were a chef.
So I mean, yeah, I guess find that little niche.
All right.
But it's easier said than done.
No, I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat. I don't. If I wanted to talk shit, it wouldn't really be organic.
Right.
Unless a guy was a douchebag towards me and pissed me off.
Right.
Then it'd be organic. But every fighter that I've gone against has been so nice and respectful that it was hard. So it's hard for me to talk shit to a guy that's nice. Some guys have it, some don't.
And you're not a gamer.
Not a gamer.
That can't be your niche.
But I hunt and fish, so.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Stuff like that.
You're getting some Gregor Gillespie, Chad Mendez waters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I'm into trucks and shit like that, and plastic cars, and so one of those guys, I guess.
All right.
Okay. So we got some good topics to touch on next time we get you on the show. So wait.
Absolutely.
You're fighting, what's his name again? Who are you fighting again?
What?
I almost had you there.
It starts with an R.
I almost had you there.
It starts with
No,
an R.
I did that on purpose, but
Ooh, did you do that to throw us off?
Yeah, I tricked you.
I don't know. That might have been a
Nah,
good
it's
cover.
Russell. It's fighting a dude named Rusty or Russell.
Yeah, Russell.
Ron, Russell, something with an R. We'll figure it out.
You will. I won't.
I'll figure it out. Yeah. All right. Well, Devin
Yeah,
Clark,
sure.
you're the man. We want to thank you for the time. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to Caleb Rogers for hooking this up.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it. And yeah, shout out to Caleb. Awesome. Thank you.
And so you know what it is. Most interviews suck. So fight week, let's get you back on the show. Give us an on the ground report from wherever this fight's taking place. Where'd you say this next fight is?
Bay Area.
In the Bay Area. So you'll be a little bit of a time difference similar to what we got going on now. So don't be a stranger.
All right. Yeah, I'd love to do it.
All right. You're the man, Devin Clark. Thank you again.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Man, I like that guy.
Yeah, he's a good egg.
Big
Because
guy.
the thing is, like, so when you're hit that light over there real quick.
Which one? This one? That was so fucking funny that I almost had him there.
No, you didn't.
I
You never
definitely
had
did.
him. You never had him. You never had your car.
You never had your car. Almost had me.
Well, no, because you know when you're doing, you know, when you're getting ready to fight, get a book. When you're getting a fight lined up and booked, and you say yes, your manager or the matchmaker always says, "Don't say anything until we leak it first."
Yeah.
And then it always would get leaked before. I'm like, how the fuck? I would say yes. The next day, like, everyone would be like, rumor has it Dennis Bermudez is fighting so and so, and then the next day, UFC would come out with him. Like, so how the fuck? Somebody said something to somebody, and it wasn't me.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, why? Who would leak your shit if only you and Doc knew? Or you tell someone and they leak it?
No. Well, I mean, I would obviously tell, like, my fucking...
Someone at the UFC leaks it, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess it's different if, like, him verbally being on the show and telling us who he's fighting versus, like, texting us or something like that. And then, like, tomorrow, like, oh, word on the street is Devin Clark is fighting so-and-so.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And even I didn't want to go too much into it and make it like we're not talking to Devin Clark. But we could have went in there deep about Jon Jones. It's always nice to ask, like, the outside perspective. Like he said, he's been training with him for 3 years, so.
I'm going to go get myself a G Fuel.
All right, you do that, Menace. Well, we'll see if Aljamain wants us to call him after training, or is Aljamain the type we just call? I feel like we need to do the weekly scraps meets Menace and the Man. We're long overdue for that. Or have him come over? Yeah, but we got to figure out with the scheduling. Because you know how that motherfucker is. He likes to train.
I'm going to tell him that you call him a motherfucker.
I call everyone a motherfucker.
I'm telling him.
But make sure you say it in the right way. Like he was like, yo, that motherfucker likes to train. Not like, yo, this motherfucker right here. This asshole.
Stan says he likes to fuck moms.
He might. You don't know.
Oh, he definitely would.
Yeah. No, I think he's got a pretty serious girlfriend. I actually saw that at the UFC. They did a little pan on Aljamain with his lady, and then your boy Vellante with his lady. It's like an out in public thing now at this point.
Yeah, Gion's pretty, he's like a dad now.
Yeah.
Should we call him?
Who?
Gian?
Yeah, if you want, it's up to you.
Yeah,
You can end this show however you want, Menace. Call whoever you want.
Yeah, I know I can.
That's why you're the Menace. You do things like that.
Well, if anything, I'll just invite him Thursday to come hang out at the brewery.
Well, what? Are you just going to plan a party at the brewery when we don't have a definitive answer from them?
Yeah. I know people over there. I don't think they'd say,
You're just going to show up with all your equipment?
So the owner of GSB Brewery is a big, like, MMA fan.
Oh, so if you showed up there with a few guys, he'd be like,
he'd be
yeah.
like, what?
You guys are more than welcome.
What should we say? What should we say, Gion's?
What, are you going to leave him a message?
Yeah.
Your call has been forwarded
Well, wait,
to an automated
gonna leave
voice
the number?
messaging system. 5
Yep.
1.
People don't set up their voice. You're like the only person I know with their voicemail set up.
So?
I'm just saying. Most people don't have their voicemail set up.
I'm going to play some music in the background, and I'll redo my voicemail. Like, yo.
It's the Menace.
Yeah.
You got my voicemail.
Yeah. Like back in the old school days.
I feel like you'd be the type of guy who had like a, hello.
No, I think I had that at one point.
Hello. No, I'm just kidding. You got my voicemail.
Yeah.
I could see you
I used to
being
want
that
to
guy.
fucking kill people that did that. So I'm like, yo, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
So I'm going to change my voicemail to that. That'd be a good one.
No, I'd probably punch you right in the fucking chest.
So we'll do another episode maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we'll do some fight picks or something for this upcoming card this weekend. Not that we really care about the card because it's not our type of card.
Don't be like that.
You know
Stan.
what I mean.
Stan, don't
you know
be
what
like
I
that.
mean. It's a card in
Oh,
Uruguay.
real quick. I didn't see the fights. Miller or Guida?
Oh, my God. That was amazing. It was like 55 seconds of fucking fire. Clay Guida. Miller was stalking Clay Guida. Clay Guida landed a fucking perfect right hand that had Miller jelly-legged and like backing up.
Go on.
And then he was backing up, and then he walked right into a straight left hand from Jim Miller, and Jim Miller rocked Clay Guida. Clay Guida did like a dance and then shot immediately in for a takedown and fucking just got put to sleep. Arm and guillotine.
Right. Okay.
But like Herb Dean actually fucked up a few times, like I believe 2 people. Another referee fucked up another time, like a girl got put to sleep. And it was like, you remember the night we were watching the PFL, and I was like, that's a dead body right there. Maybe it's a different angle watching on TV than the ref actually being in there, but
1,000,000%.
Herb Dean's grappled before.
Well, the PFL, weren't we there?
No, when we were watching
okay.
the downstairs one, and who got choked out? I forget who.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah, it's irrelevant. But someone got put to sleep, and it was like the choke was held on too long. Some girl got choked out, and it was like she made eye contact with the referee, and you saw her go to sleep. Like the camera angle, it looked like that's right where the referee was. She went to sleep, and then the referee didn't stop it for like 5 seconds after, 6 seconds after. And then Herb Dean had 2 fights where people got put to sleep, and he was just like, you good? Nope, they're dead. You good? You know, and then he finally intervened. The Jim Miller one, like, Clay Guida was in his guard, so when they got Jim Miller off, Jim Miller left, and Clay Guida was, like, sitting there, like, slumped over like this. And Herb Dean was, like, lifting him up. And then the best was the other one. I forget who it was, but someone finished someone with an arm and guillotine, and the guy tapped. Herb Dean didn't see it. Then the guy tapped again, and Herb Dean didn't see it. And then when the guy got put to sleep, the guy jumped up. And you know that thing, like you lift the legs up to help the blood rush back to the head? He tried to do that, and Herb Dean was like, get away. Get the fuck away. Like, they didn't, you know how they don't want the fighters? Yeah, he just wanted no help. But, yeah, two bad ones on Saturday's card.
Damn.
Yeah. But Clay Guida got put to sleep.
Who's that? The second person to ever choke Clay Guida out?
I don't know about the second person, but the second most impressive, I would say. Dennis Bermudez was the first.
I'm pretty sure I'm the only person that.
Did you choke him out?
Yeah.
He went to sleep? No, he
tapped.
got up and started running fucking laps.
He tapped.
Oh, we forgot to ask Devin Clark if he had any good Diego stories. Next time.
Yep.
So,
or we should just get Diego on.
Did we try Diego?
No.
So, it's finished up. I need to shower.
Who the fuck you talking to?
Aljamain.
Oh. Ask him if he's down for Thursday.
Well, is Thursday a definite?
No.
We're just going to show up? He is down. I wrote to him. We're going to be going for a little bit longer if you want to call in, or we could revisit this next week. And then I wrote, we're also planning an episode at the Great South Bay Brewery, and we'd like to get you on that one too if your schedule's open. And he liked that one. And then he wrote, I just finished up. I need to shower. LOL. This is rough getting in with you guys' schedule. Like, our schedules just don't link up with Aljamain, especially since you started PSEG and we don't go late like we used to.
Why don't you get in my face?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Why would I get in your face?
You're in my face.
Am I?
No.
No, I would never get in your face. I like you. I think you're one of the good ones. So, we'll wrap this one up. Or should we see what Aljamain says?
No, that's it.
Yeah, let's wrap this up. We'll see. Well, I think Aljamain will be good for that one, especially if we do the beer episode, because he's not in camp right now.
Yeah.
So he can kind of party with us. And even we got to get this Chris Wade episode in, because he's about to book another fight for the playoffs. And then we'll have to wait till after that.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, he doesn't give a fuck. He'll drink 3 weeks out from a fight, 2 weeks out from a fight. But
I don't think he would.
not anymore. He used to. He wanted to before.
I don't think he did.
Yeah, he did. He offered to.
I don't think so.
100%. We almost had him on the show that
100%?
Yes.
I don't think so.
When we almost had him on the show, that's what it was.
Yeah, but he wouldn't.
He was drinking Coronas in our studio. We just didn't know how to work our equipment.
No.
It happened. Let the man live his life. All right, well, episode 41, Menace and the Man. We'll be back probably tomorrow night and then maybe Thursday with some more shit for you guys.
Yep.
Hope you guys enjoyed this one.
Yeah.
Hit him with your send-off.
Yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this one. Well, see you later.
Don't swing it. Don't beat it. Don't damage the equipment.
Fuck you.